5 ways to survive yourself during the coronavirus lockdown and the quarantine. Before we get started, I want to say that in the last few days, since things are really cracking down, stores are closing, people are becoming self-quarantined, people aren't going out, schools are shut down, just talking to people, responses that you see on Facebook, responses that you see on YouTube, and all these other places, I can hear, I can feel, you can see the tenseness, you can see the very little patience, you can see the very little consideration for others. I'm talking even among friends. You can tell that this is happening. So I want to give you 5 things to help you survive, not the virus, but to survive yourself, to survive what you're going through, and to do it happily. Number 1.
The sky is falling! The sky is falling! The sky is falling!
Take a deep breath. Just step back, put things into perspective. It's very easy that when the stores close down, who do we think about? Me. When things happen and we talk about martial law, what do we think about? Me. And when I say me, I'm talking I. That's what we all do. And we start to panic and we start to get selfish and it's not about me. All right? It's not about you. It's about all of us. Take a deep breath, step back, put things into perspective without sensationalizing everything. Which leads us to point number 2, turn off the news. That doesn't mean you can't check in with the news. That doesn't mean you don't see updates. What that means is that is not your focus and your life, and that's what it's become for so many people. I remember during the earthquakes in San Francisco several years ago, sitting in front of the TV for 3 or 4 days, eating in front of the TV, sleeping on the couch in front of the TV, just watching that because you become obsessed with it. I remember doing 9/11, same exact thing, and that's what we're doing today. We're just constantly watching the news, and I don't care what channel you watch, you're constantly getting different things, and they're always changing things, which is natural. That's going to happen. But what happens is they tell you not to panic, and then they use words and terms to make you panic. And I'm not going to go into that right now, but you know what I'm talking about. Their demeanor is everybody stay calm, and then by their demeanor, the words they say,
everyone remain calm.
Everybody panic. So they're not helping the situation with that. Turn off the TV, go read a book, go do something else. Just take a break, which will help you put things into perspective and will help you focus on the positive. 3, live life in your home like you would live your life outside your home. Here's what I mean by that. And for some people, their life has become very busy because the kids are home from school now. They're working at home. They're dealing with things, they're living with their spouse, which they, constantly 24/7, which they hadn't had to do before. So it gets crazy. But for other people, they're treating this where they're hunkering down. And what they do is they don't get dressed in the morning and they just sit around and do nothing because they don't know what to do. And what I'm telling you is get dressed in the morning. Get out of your pajamas, get up, get a shower, brush your teeth, and do something. And there's so many things that you can be doing. We all say, I don't have to, I wish I had time to. Well, now you have the time. Organize your closets, clean the house, clean out the garage, play music, read a book. Stay active, stay busy in your house, and don't sit around and do nothing. All of this comes back just to focus. 4, go outside and get a breath of fresh air. By the way, the experts will tell you this, but it's also a fact that when you stay in and you don't have sunlight and and that's why so many people in the winter get so down and depressed, is because they don't have that sun and they just stay hunkered in. You want to go outside, you want to breathe some fresh air, and that's not a hard thing to do, to go outside. I'm not saying go out and run a mile. I'm not saying go out and exercise. I'm saying go out and get some fresh air. 5, think about someone other than yourself. Now, Let me explain what I mean by that. Your kids may be home from school, and you may be working from home, so you're constantly trying to entertain them or do something with them. I'm not talking about that. I've seen people who are, as a family, are cheering each other up, who are spending time with one another, and here's what the problem is when we make everything such a overwhelming chore that we got to do this, we got to do this, we got to take care of this, we got to take care of that, even amongst family. That is not a pleasure. That is nothing but causing more stress. So when I say think of somebody else, call a neighbor, see how they're doing. If you can help someone. I suggested before for these restaurants and things, buy a gift card directly from them to help them stay in the business. There's so many things we can do. In our community, one of the things they're doing, and I think this is great because you're not relying on the government. People are taking these kind of help each other into their own hands. They're raising money, they're doing concerts, they're doing different things to help each other rather than staying huddled in that room or in their house and moping and being so self-absorbed with everything's going around us. And by the way, things around us are not great. I will tell you this in closing. I remember I used to take kids camping as a youth pastor, and there'd be several adults and a bunch of kids, and inevitably every single year we would go. It would rain one of the days, usually the last day when everybody was tired and everybody was miserable. And as we were paddling down the river, tired, exhausted, rain pouring down, I would make the kids singing in the rain. I would make which they didn't know that one so much. I would make the kids sing, "There shall be showers of blessing." I would make them do and be and say cheerful things and sing songs, because you can take any situation and you can make it bad or worse, or you can make it good and positive. So I hope that helps. 5 things. Hope you practice them. Hope you try them out. Would love to hear your comments. Please subscribe below. We're going to be doing more of these, hopefully to help you get through this and to help in other aspects with the music, different things like that. But please subscribe and let us know how you're doing. Thanks so much.